Yo, this is Matt from Matchbook Custom. This is an episode of Inbetween Gears. Yesterday I tried to make a powder coating day video because that's what I had to do yesterday, and it didn't really go to plan because I had so much to do. So, yeah, here I am. So I'm in my truck. And just wanted to explain what Inbetween Gears actually is for any new viewers. We've got 717 subscribers, and I just want to thank every single one of you guys. Really, we're aiming for that 1,000 subscriber mark now, which would open up a whole new world of stuff for us with regards to social media and YouTube and whatnot. The one thing I wanted to explain is what is Inbetween Gears. Inbetween Gears is, we do various YouTube and social media stuff, but Inbetween Gears is our way of showing you what it's like in the UK to run and work in a small independent, specifically Harley-Davidson specialist or motorcycle shop that's trying to make their way in the world. I started off out of a shipping container 8 years ago. And now we have, I think there's 6 of us with a bunch of people on the sidelines helping us out. And we need more space and we need more business, and we're looking at growing. Everybody from the outside seems to think it must be glamorous working in a bike shop, but the whole point in Inbetween Gears is to show you what the reality is. So please enjoy.
Cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become.
So what have we been up to recently? We had a bunch of I'm really fat in this. We had a bunch of what did we do? We had an open day. We had our Christmas social, which was a raging success. We had our fireworks open day. Both of those were organised pretty much last minute. And loads of people turned up. Way more people, I was surprised at, turned up for the firework display than I thought would, considering I think it was like 6 minutes worth of fireworks, if that. So next year, we're going to capitalise on that a little bit more and plan the event, make the event bigger, which we're excited about. And the other thing is the Christmas event. Melissa did a fantastic job of organising an idea we had 3 weeks prior, and she had a very limited amount of time to put it together, and she did successfully. And I just want to thank everybody who came down. I hope it was worth your while, particularly the local businesses that came down and helped support us as we're trying to support local business.
Of my chest, I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed.
So what's been going on with the shops? In reality, it's a couple of weeks before Christmas, and we're getting ready for that wind down. December's usually a really tough month for us because the work kind of changes significantly. It's a lot slower, and it's harder to get paid, I think, at this time of year. As in, summertime, everybody wants their bike dropped off. At the very latest, they drop it off on a Saturday and want to pick it up the following Saturday, if not sooner. This time of year, people leave it and they're not really that fussed, which is great because it gives us time to kind of mull things around and whatnot. But the type of work that comes in tends to be the bigger stuff, the longer stuff, the powder coating stuff.
I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know.
Talking about powder coating, that has gone very, very well, surprisingly well. We're getting good results. We're getting loads of work from it. In fact, most of the work we've got in at the minute is powder coating, and it's caused a bit of a bottleneck. So, I'm going to change the way we do the powder coating side of things. I think from now on, we're not going to want people to drop off powder coating for us. Since people have found out we powder coat, people have been bringing us all sorts. But the reality of it is the time that it takes and the money that people are expecting to pay aren't really worth it. It's I don't know. I think we're going to focus on, until we have a much bigger setup and a more commercial setup, we're going to focus on just doing the work that's booked in. So, like, if somebody wants their engine stripped down and powder coated, we'll focus on doing that side of things, or just in-house kind of stuff with stuff that we're already taking apart.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think
it's actually tougher and more involved than I thought it was ever going to be. The actual powder coating, easy. Really, really, really easy. Once you've kind of mastered the thickness and the coats and the timings, which is all basically procedure driven, it's the time it takes to strip stuff and mask it up and, you know, get it right. The easy stuff is the clean stuff that comes in, as in like new fresh alley or even the older alley, because we can blast that stuff in house. Chrome, we can key that up in house. If you've got already powder coated parts, it's a lot more difficult to strip that stuff. If they're small parts, we've got a dip that we can use. However, if they're bigger parts like frames and wheels, I have to go get them lasered off. The problem is we're then relying on the laser man or the blaster man to turn that around quickly. And the problem is, if you rely on somebody else in this trade, the whole reason we doing our own powder coating is because we're relying on other people, is it seems to take 2-3 times as long. So I am working on that, but at the same time, I think what we're going to have to do, as I said, is focus on the stuff that we're taking apart and doing ourselves in-house. We don't just want people to drop off parts. It's not really worth our while doing, to be honest with you. So bike's in for powder coat, powder coat, powder coat, powder coat, not powder coat, a little bit of powder coat, not powder coat, powder coat, powder coat, powder coat, not totally powder coat, but a bunch of custom work, but also some powder coat, powder coat. What have we got this side? Oh, powder coat, and some more powder coat. What else is going on the run up to Christmas? So what's going on the run up to Christmas? So all year, this year, we've been waiting for, most of you probably already know, the yard sold to new owners, and they've been doing various different things. They want to turn the yard into their own part of the business, which is their prerogative, you know, it's their thing. It doesn't involve us being in the same building. They have put planning permission for a bunch of new buildings that they are willing to rent out, and we're hoping to get into there. We're just waiting for planning permission, and the planning permission's been put back a month because the council are allowing the owners or the architects to adjust their plans to suit any of the objections that came through. So the new date is the 19th of December. Today it's the 11th, I think, so another week and a bit to go. I'm not going to lie to you, the closer it gets to these dates, the more stressful it is, and if my worry is if it's rejected, particularly before Christmas, A, it'll ruin my Christmas, and B, it's going to be pretty quick that they want us out of the current building, so I've got to find somewhere else to work out of. The problem is, being in little old Rutland and where we are, A, it's a perfect location for reach and customer base. However, there's not many places to go around here, so I've got to figure something out quick time. But I'm a great believer in the universe doing its thing, so whatever we do, we'll figure it out. However, in general, this year we have had a great year. All of that aside, our plans were changed at the beginning of the year significantly, so we've kind of been going with the flow. We have a bigger team now. We have more strings to our bow with regards to what we can and can't do. Business has been great. We slowed down on bike sales because we've got too much work on and no space to store bikes. The plan next year, if everything goes to plan, and I don't know if too many people do know this, if everything goes to plan, we should have a bigger workshop, a bigger shop. I'm hoping a cafe with the guys from Eat Your Fajita as a permanent fixture, slash shop slash showroom, because we want to kind of turn it into this year-round bike experience. We want you as bikers to be able to come down here and even when the weather's bad, be immersed in the local custom bike culture and be comfortable. But yeah, next year the we've got massive plans, and I really want it to work out. So this year it's sorry, going back to this year. I get off on a tangent. My ADHD kicks in. This year, we did the KKBO. We've done another KKBO podcast. I don't know if it was 2 this year. They did one at the beginning of the year and one at the end of the year. We did the KKBO. We did the Head to the Shed with Kville Customs. We want to do more outdoor events, but again, being a small team, it's quite tough to organise. But we do want to get out there a little bit more. But we also want to bring more stuff to us. So again, if this whole jobby pans out nice in 2026, then we should be able to do that quite well. Anyway, I'm rambling, and I've got to go into work and do some actual work, more powder coating today, putting bikes back together. I need to get some stuff finished. So I'll try and get some footage of today, but generally I probably won't be doing another video this year. So I will have posted some pics and videos from this year, as well as what we're doing at the minute. And if we don't see you, or if I don't do another one before Christmas and New Year, have an amazing Christmas, have a happy New Year, and we're looking forward to seeing you in 2026. On that note, for anybody who are a regular customer, I think the opening and closing dates is we're closing on Christmas Eve, so we will be closed Christmas Eve, and then reopening on the 2nd of Jan. However, if I get bored and I'm not too hungover, I may come in and do some bits and bobs and open up for a couple of hours if people are bored in between. If anybody's got some cool toys they want to bring down and show us, I'm in. So, have a great Christmas, have a great New Year, and we look forward to 2026. Thank you. Thanks for watching.